The total length of the trail is approximately 590 meters. It starts at an altitude of 109 meters southeast of the village of Archangelos and south of the Stegna area. The route consists of a narrow, rocky trail with a beautiful view to the sea and to the areas of Stegna and Lindos. At the end of the trail, hikers can admire the view and visit the archaeological cave of Koumelo with special attention and the required respect. The cave is an area of archaeological interest as excavations, which started back in 1979, have revealed debris dating from Hellenistic and prehistoric period and Neolithic ceramics pottery, which testify the habitation of the area during antiquity. Hikers must pay great attention when entering the cave because of the rugged slope. The total length of the trail is 2136 kilometers. It starts at a point on the old Aethonas Archangelos Malonas National Road at an altitude of 59 meters. The route is suitable for hiking and mountain biking with appropriate equipment. The route starts with an uphill gravel road and 5 kilometers further, at an altitude of 310 meters, there is a spot with a splendid view to the areas of Panagiatsambika, Archangelos, Haraki and Lindos. From that point, a downhill trail starts, which enters the riverbed of Plataneros River. Along the riverbed, hikers can admire the natural beauty of the area, characterized by bosky ground with rough vegetation and rocks. After leaving the riverbed, the route continues uphill to the small monastery of Agios Ioannis Prodromos, an ideal place for a brief stop for rest. There, you can find drinking water and a resting space shaded by trees. From this point on, the route continues on a small asphalted road leading to the provincial road of Archipolis Platanias, while the rest of the route is sheer uphill on the right, leading to Agios Nektarios. 2 to 3 kilometers further, there is a point with a panoramic view to the village of Platania, Mount Ataviros, and to the route so far. In the wider area of Agios Nektarios, there is a restaurant, a spring with drinking water, and a picnic spot in the surrounding area of the church. The magnificent new church of Agios Nektarios, a free cross-shaped table with a dome, was built in 1970. The trail crosses the special protection area for birds, where characteristic species of fauna can be met, such as the long-length buzzard, the Kretschmar's bunting and the lanner falcon. Furthermore, the trail crosses the special area of conservation characterized by the presence of dense vegetation consisting of rough pine, plane trees, oleanders vitexes and mastix rams. The total length of the trail is approximately 64 kilometers and is suitable for hiking with appropriate equipment. It starts on the oide of Archangelos Phaethon at an altitude of 204 meters at the monastery of Agios Vasilios. Following the marking towards Agios Nektarios, hikers will find olive groves and shaded spots, running spring water, and a beautiful view to the village of Archangelos. The route continues through a forest area above the riverbed of Plataneros River and under the mountains. Following the marking, hikers will get on the road of Kolibia Archipolis, and half kilometers farther there is the Church of Agios Nektarios where the route ends. The trail crosses the special protection area where characteristic species of fauna can be met, as well as the special area of conservation characterized by the presence of dense vegetation. The total length of the route is approximately 21 kilometers and is suitable for hiking. It starts at a location on the old Aethonas Archangelos Malonas National Road at an altitude of 59 meters. The route starts with an uphill gravel road, and hikers move around the boundaries of the special protection area for birds. 5 kilometers farther there is a point at an altitude of 310 meters with a splendid view to the areas of Panagia Tsabika, Archangelos, Charaki and Lindos. From that point, a downhill trail starts, which enters the riverbed of Makariv River, following the marking to Xetrepiti Gadoura Dam, a slightly uphill trail towards the main asphalted road of Malonas Eleusa. The route crosses a forest area of the island with a few spots of panoramic view and many shading spots. Great attention needs to be paid while following the marking to Xetrepiti. Getting to the point where the trail meets the asphalted road to Xetrepiti, and after 1-3 kilometers on it, hikers must head towards Xetrepiti through a downhill path with a wonderful view to Malonas, Masari, Charaki, Lindos. Attention is needed as some sections of the route are slippery and unsound. Leaving the river, hikers are heading towards Xetrepiti, where they arrive after 1 kilometer. On their way back, they follow the marking towards the Gadoura Dam. At the route to the dam, there are several places with beautiful view, vegetation, and 2 artificial lakes, characteristics of the surrounding area. The total length of this great for hiking trail is approximately 85 kilometers. It starts at a point on the old Aethonas Archangelos Malonas National Road at an altitude of 59 meters. In the beginning, the route follows an uphill gravel road, and hikers move around the boundaries of the special protection area for birds. 2.5 kilometers farther, there is a spot with a splendid view to the areas of Panagia Tsabika, Archangelos, Charaki and Lindos. From this point, a downhill train begins which enters the riverbed of Plataneros River. Meeting the marking towards Malonas, we head to the riverbed with direction to Malonas. The route passes through the riverbed where there is thick vegetation and small water ponds with the characteristic Rhodes fish Gizani. Following the route through the riverbed, hikers will reach the village of Malonas and the church of Agios Georgios, which features the architectural achievement of a 35 meters high bell tower. The construction of the church dates back to the early 19th century. The total length of the trail is 4 kilometers. Its starting point is on the asphalted road of Archangelos Phaethon at an altitude of 207 meters and starts from the facilities of the Association for the Protection of the Small Horse of Rhodes Phaethon. The small horse, Equus caballus, is a descendant of an ancient race of horses which lived throughout the island of Rhodes and is an endangered species. It has a characteristic short stature, but it's robust with a dense and long mane. Following the marking towards Aethonas, hikers will encounter the small riverbed of Plataneros River, which in the winter turns into a small waterfall. Then there is a panoramic view to the village of Archangelos and further several other places with a wonderful view to the orange groves of Aethonas and to the village of Archangelos. A few kilometers before the end of the route, there is the monastery of Panagia Elaimonitria, with a surrounding area which is ideal to stop for rest and lunch, as there is a table and drinking water. The total length of the trail is approximately 4 or 5 kilometers, is suitable for hiking and mountain biking, and is characterized by its easy access and crossing by hikers and cyclists. It starts on the Eleusa Platania asphalted road at an altitude of 304 meters. The old village Cabocciaro, constructed in 1935, was located in Eleusa, where Italian woodcutters lived during the Italian occupation of the island. The whole route crosses the special protection area for birds and the special area of conservation. The trail is uphill towards a forest area with wonderful view. The route crosses a dense forest with rich vegetation, thick shade along the way, and spots with panoramic view to the village of Archipolis. Getting at the asphalted road of Eleusa Prophetis Elias and following the marking, we arrive at the church of Fundoukli, where there is running spring water and a shaded area. The church of Agios Nikolaos, also called Fundoukli, is one of the most impressive monuments preserved in the countryside of Rhodes. Architecturally, it belongs to the rare type of four-conch church with a dome and is dating to the 15th century. The cost of the church building, or at least of its frescoes, was probably borne by the parents, who apparently belonged to a higher society class in memory of their children, who must have died during the plague epidemic that hit the island in 1497 AD. The project Interreg Mediterranean Alter Eco is implemented by region of South Aegean and is co-financed with 85% by the European Regional Development Fund and 15% by national resources.